everyone. It's good to be back. My name is Stacy. I am with Bank of North Dakota. It's been a while since I have been live. Amanda's done the last couple of lives, so it's fun to be back here. As always, we do these Facebook Lives weekly, typically on Tuesdays around 2:30, and we've got tons of different educational things that we talk about, different topics that we talk about each week. If you haven't already done so, like us on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, so you can subscribe to all of those places, turn on live notifications, and you'll never miss anything. If you have any questions as I am going through this today, please leave them down below. If you don't want to message publicly, you can always message us privately as well, and we'll help you out there too. So what are we talking about today? We're post-Thanksgiving, we're in between the holidays here. We've got about a month until we're looking forward to spring semester as far as classes go. It's unbelievable. There's just a few weeks left of fall semester here. So what we're talking about today is just gearing up, making sure if you are utilizing student loans for spring semester, making sure you've got those loans finalized and ready to go for spring. So I'm going to talk about like 3 different pots here. So what we'll be looking at is if you've got loans through Bank of North Dakota. So if you're taking out a private loan through us. Also, we'll talk about if you're taking out a private loan through a different lender. And then when you fill out the FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid, the federal government will let you know what you qualify for as far as loans there. We'll talk about that third pot of the federal aid. So just get started with Bank of North Dakota loans. So if you have already completed your application and everything, and you started school in fall semester and you completed your loan for the whole year, more than likely you're ready to go and it's set up to disperse the fall semester for spring semester. But you can double check that by logging into your online account, which the majority of people do have online accounts because they apply online. If you don't have an online account, you can just go to Bank of North Dakota's website and create one. It's bnd.nd.gov. And click on the login in the upper right corner and you'll be able to create one right there. But you're able to log in and take a look. You'll be able to see your actual loan number. If you click on it, like the loan number will be, for example, DL0001 or 0002. Those are just examples. If you click on it, it'll let you know when the disbursement dates are. So if you completed in the fall your loan for the full year, you'd have a fall disbursement and a spring disbursement typically, and it'll tell you what those 2 disbursement dates are. Now, if you are just completing a new loan for spring, if you're just starting classes in the spring or you need additional loan for whatever reason, you'll want to make very sure that you have your disclosure paperwork returned to us. So what happens when you complete an application is you've got your application, the school certifies the loan, tells us yep, you are eligible to receive these funds, and they actually give us the disbursement date, so then that's how we know when to disperse the funds. After that happens, we have disclosure paperwork that's available for you. That is available if you've signed up for electronic communication. It's going to be right in your online account, and you'll get a generic email that says, hey, you've got new documents in your account. If you get that email, what you'll do is you'll click log into your account, click view my documents, and your disclosure paperwork will be right there to complete. There's 2 forms. It's the borrower self-certification and the loan approval disclosure. If you have not enrolled in electronic communication, these disclosures are sent via mail directly to the address that you used when you created your application. So if you use your home address and you're away at school, that would get sent to home. So just an FYI for you. The quickest way to determine if you're really not sure where you're at as far as the loan application goes, if you log into your online account and click on, there's a next to your loan application will say incomplete status. If you click on that, it'll tell you exactly where you are. So if there's check marks next to borrower self-certification returned and loan approval disclosure returned, you're good to go. We've got what we need. You can just go back and click on the actual loan number and look there. It'll tell you what that disbursement date will be. So those are just little insider scoops for knowing where you're at as far as your BND loan. goes. If you already did the loan approval disclosure and borrower self-cert, you can always just go in and click on that loan number to see when it'll be dispersed for you. So that's our Bank of North Dakota pot. And when you're looking at if you're utilizing other private loans outside of Bank of North Dakota, you would want to make sure, if you're unsure of what you've got as far as loans go or when they're going to be dispersed or what that application looks like. Unfortunately, I can't speak to those because it's a different lender. They may have a completely different process, but I would just advise you to reach out to that lender, or if all else fails, reach out to your school too, just to make sure, see if you've got the funds there or when they're expecting to see them. So you'll want to make sure you follow up with that. Now, the last one that we'll be looking at is federal student loans. So if you completed the FAFSA this summer or whenever you completed it for the full school year 18-19, and if you started classes in fall and you're taking classes in spring at the same school you went to, more than likely you accepted your student aid when you for fall and spring together when you accepted aid. If nothing's changed as far as where you're going to school, you should be good to go. You can log into your student accounts at school and you'll be able to see what loans and what funds will be coming in, if you had any loans, grants, scholarships, that kind of thing. Now, if you did all that, but let's say you're switching schools for spring semester, you'll want to make very sure that you add your new school code. If you haven't done so already, add that school code so the school is able to receive your FAFSA information. And then they'll reach out to you if they need additional things as far as paperwork, funds, that kind of thing goes. Now, if you did not fill out a FAFSA previously, if you're just starting school spring semester and you just filled out the FAFSA recently, you'll want to make very sure that you accept your funds. So whatever funds that the federal government says you qualify for, whether it's any of the loan money or the grant money, which is money you don't have to pay back, I always advise for sure accept those because you won't have to pay them back. You can pick and choose which funds you want to accept, but you'll want to make sure that you log into your accounts and do accept those federal loans. If you are in doubt and you're not sure, when in doubt, always just reach out to your school or the lender itself if you've got questions as you're going through this process. So short and sweet today, but I wanted to make sure that we just get a quick jump start. Before we know it, it's going to be the holiday break here, and then we're already going to be into January and classes will be starting again. So make sure that you've just got those items buttoned up before you leave for break. Last, before I leave you, just want to give you a little tidbit of information on what we're going to be talking about next week. So as we move closer into December and get closer and closer and more into the holiday spirit, it can be easy to kind of maybe get off track a little bit with your spending and budgeting and that kind of thing. I know I'm even like that too. I'm a pretty strict budgeter and follow that, but it's easy to kind of veer off track a little bit around the holidays. So we have got an awesome opportunity for you. So our financial literacy manager is going to be speaking with us next week, really about making smart financial decisions and helping you stay on track through the holiday season. So we hope to see you back here next week. If you found this information useful, helpful, give us a thumbs up. Feel free to share the information as well if you would like to on your Facebook page. Haven't seen any comments come through. If you have any specific information regarding your loans through Bank of North Dakota, if you've got them, please don't hesitate to reach out to us directly. All right, everyone, have a fantastic day, and we will talk to you later. Bye.